This is the soul of East Africa. It's fueled empires, fed warriors, defined our tables for generations. From Nairobi to Dar es Salaam, this is home. But here's what they don't tell you. 500 years ago, your ancestors would have looked at this white mound and had absolutely no idea what it was. Most people think Ugali is as ancient as the soil itself. The truth? It's an invader. It arrived on a slave ship, and it rewrote African history forever. This is the story of how a single crop erased thousands of years of cuisine, and why we never noticed. Let me take you back. Before the 1500s, there was no white ugali. Our ancestors ate obusuma, uji, kawunga, made from millet and sorghum, dark, earthy, sacred grains. These weren't just food, they were drought-resistant, packed with iron, protein, fiber. They thrived in African soil for 5,000 years. Our ancestors were masters of these grains, while Europe was still figuring out crop rotation. Millet fed the armies of Great Zimbabwe. Sorghum built the kingdoms of the Sahel. These were our superfoods. So how did a crop from the other side of the world, from Mexico, completely erase them from our plates? The answer isn't about taste, it's about power. 15th century, Portuguese traders dock at Mombasa, Zanzibar. They're not bringing spices or silk, they're bringing maize from the Americas, from Mexico. And they realize something our empires didn't see coming. Maize grows faster, yields more calories per acre, stores longer, travels better. It was the perfect industrial food. But here's what they don't teach in schools. Maize wasn't brought here to feed Africans. It was brought to feed enslaved Africans. On slave ships, crossing the Middle Passage. Maize was cheap, high calorie, kept people alive just long enough to be sold. The crop that now defines our tables? It was the fuel for one of history's darkest chapters, and the Portuguese knew exactly what they were doing. Fast forward, early 1900s, the British Empire now controls East Africa, and they have a problem. The Kenya-Uganda Railway, 32,000 laborers. They need to feed them. Cheaply, enter white maize. Again, it's easy to transport, easy to mill into flour. And here's the key. It sits heavy in the stomach. Workers feel full longer, even if they're nutritionally starving. The British didn't just push maize, they taxed indigenous grains. They made millet and sorghum harder to sell. They labeled them backward. Within 2 generations, the diverse, nutrient-rich African diet, thousands of years old, was replaced by a single white starch. We didn't choose maize. We were engineered to depend on it, and by the time we realized what we'd lost, it was too late. So where does that leave us? Today, Ugali is more than maize. It's memory, it's community. It's the meal that brings families together after a long day. We took an invader crop, yes, brought here through exploitation, and we made it ours. We transformed it. From marathon champions to market vendors, Ugali is the fuel of modern East Africa. But resilience isn't the same as victory. Reclaiming a colonial food doesn't erase what was lost. Millet is making a comeback. Sorghum is being rediscovered. Our superfoods are fighting their way back onto our plates. The next time you sit down to Ugali, remember, you're not just eating food, you're eating history, the painful parts and the triumphant parts. And maybe, just maybe, it's time we brought back the grains our ancestors mastered, not to replace Ugali, but to remember who we were before the ships arrived. Asante sana. Kenya.